Warriors. How are you? I hope you're doing well. How are you today? Happy Monday. How are you? Are you feeling relaxed and happy and joyous? What did you do this weekend to de-stress? Did you do anything fun this weekend? I had an event. I did Grown Ups Gone Wild in Pullen Park this weekend. We had a blast. We played the stress away. We jump rope. We played hopscotch, hula hoop. We did a little laughter yoga. We had jump rope, double dutch. What else did we play? Frisbee. We really enjoyed ourselves. We played the stress away. So I was ready to get up today and serve the world. So how about you? What did you do this weekend to de-stress? Did you play? Did you relax? Were you ready to go back to work this morning? How did you feel? I remember when I was stressed and almost burnt out, I would cry on Monday morning. So, how did you feel this morning? Are you de stressing before work? Are you playing as hard as you worked? So today is Monday. Welcome, Work Life Warriors. Welcome. On Mondays, I like to talk to you about stress and a tool for stress. So it's about 12:02. Let's go ahead and get started. I live in Raleigh. I don't know where you live, but share in the chat where you live if you don't live in Raleigh. I'm feeling grateful today to talk to you, to serve. Last Monday, I was not here because of 4th of July, so I came on Tuesday instead. So I'm happy to be back on Monday. I am Ebony Davenport. I teach stress management. I show people how to utilize fun management solutions to decrease stress and counter burnout so that we're happier, healthier, and well balanced. I use over 50 tips, tools, tricks, and techniques to manage stress. But today we're going to be talking about nature. So let's just start with a little stress education or just a kind of a chat about what stress is, right? Because everybody knows what it is, but it's kind of hard to talk about. It's not really one set definition. We all have different ideas of what stress is. And there's not even one unifying definition of stress in the literature. In Eastern philosophy, stress is considered the absence of inner peace. And in Western culture, it's the loss of control. Stress is problematic because it's ambiguous, right? Stress differs, stressors vary, affecting people's mind and bodies and mental health and physical health differently. Research showed that there's variability in the perceptions and responses to potential stressful events. So, again, what is stress? Let's blend the Eastern philosophy with the Western culture and say that stress is feeling out of control instead of inner peace. There are three steps to perceiving stress. The first one is perception or appraisal. So, perceiving what you perceive could be stress or stress related or a stressor. Our perceptions of stress or stressors are different. So we would individually have to do the work to understand what triggers us, what are our stressors, how they impact our body, our mind, our environment, how we act when we are stressed out. So then, therefore, that we can avoid or at least acknowledge when we are stressed out, so we can start to intercept or do something about the stress instead of it being a reoccurring thing. And coping is, again, the techniques that you use to deal with stress. You can use um, emotion focused coping, which is focusing on the emotions that you feel when you're stressed out. Dealing with your emotions behind it, changing how you feel about something, or problem focused coping, which is to directly reduce, eliminate, or just to deal with the problem directly so it's no longer a stressor in your life. And the last step is adapting. So, how you adapt to the stressor if you can't eliminate it or even eliminate it Once you eliminate it, how you adapt to that no longer being a stressor in your life. So in the stress community, we talk a lot about stress being a relationship between the person's perceptions, needs, and ability and the condition of the environment. So how we perceive control over our environment can cause us stress. So there are two types of stress. Distress, that's the stress we most commonly think about when we talk about stress. And your stress, which is the good stress, like when you get a promotion or a new car, or maybe you graduate. But regardless of the type of stress is not normal, and you should not constantly be under stress or constantly dealing with stressors. So your body reacts to distress or your stress in different ways, but depending on the severity, the duration, and frequency. Even if you're having good stress constantly, and how long and how frequent can impact your health, your physical and your mental and emotional health. So you want to, manage the stress that you have in your life, whether it's good or bad. You don't want severe stress. Of course, you don't want severe distress. You don't want it to affect you for a long period of time and happen often, because it will definitely decrease your health and well-being and impact your mental state, your emotional state, and your quality of life. So stress management, it is honoring the pause. It is so when something happens to you, there's a stimulus which can cause you to, respond like it's distress or you're stressed. But there's a moment where you can pause instead of just reacting. So when the stimulus happens to you, sometimes we don't even think about it. We're in autopilot and we just react without even thinking about it. But stress management is honoring the pause. It's when the stimulus happens, you pause, you think about what is happening, and you respond appropriately. So stress management is practicing mindfulness and prevention, right? One way to practice stress management, and a good way to practice stress management and to reduce stress, is through nature. Yes, nature. I know it seems very interesting that nature can help reduce cortisol in your body, but it absolutely can. And cortisol is your body's stress hormone. So our ancestors have been around for about 6 million years, and the modern form of humans only evolved about 200,000 years ago. Civilization as we know it is only about 6,000 years old, and the industrialization started in the early 1800s. Before then, we lived directly off the land. Human beings are intimately connected to planet Earth, and this sacred relationship is what helped us survive. We are ecologically a product and likeness of nature, and we inherently share this planet. Our ability to survive and thrive depends on our relationship with nature. We are a part of nature, and we have a sense of connectedness and oneness with the natural world. Now we have built societies with living arrangements that make going out in nature optional. It makes it a choice. We no longer have to deal with the natural elements that are the foundation of our existence, right? The feeling of separateness from nature is a relatively new phenomenon. We have lost natural law, knowledge, and replaced it with culture. Before, we have intimate connections with the earth, and we knew about what plants to sow and eat, what were the medicinal properties and how they healed us. We let our food be our medicine. Recently, I saw a commercial about stevia, and people didn't even know that it was a plant. People thought that it was a sugar substitute and that it was artificial. And that's because we don't see plants. We just see the food in the grocery store, right? People rarely go outside, and when they do, it's in transit to someplace else. We barely look up, we barely stop to take in the fresh air, to ignite our senses, to look around, to hear the sounds of nature, to smell the outdoors, to look up to see the sky, the sun. The clouds don't look directly at the sun. The clouds. I don't even see little children outside playing as much as they used to. after school or on the weekends anymore. People run from the sun and all of the health benefits that come from it. And so it's best for us to stop. And when we're stressed out, if we can go out in nature, when you are at work and you are stressed out and things are piling up on your desk and you haven't taken a break within the last 25 to 50 minutes, get up, go out of the office, go for a walk, walk around, go to the window, look out of the window. If it's some nice scenery outside, go and look at the window. Have a plant in your cubicle or your office or in wherever your surroundings are. Have a plant there and look at the plant. It's better if you can get outdoors, but if you can't, just bring outdoors in, and use nature to your benefit. The green is so good, it's calming. If you Science talk about the chakras, so that is the color of your heart chakra, so it aligns your, or at least open your heart chakra. So go out in nature, hear the sounds of nature, feel the sun on your skin, take deep breaths, get as much air in as you can, natural air. It is so healthy and relaxing. Richard Lewis said many people suffer from nature deficit disorder. He said that society teaches young people to avoid direct experiences with nature. And this broken bond with nature, with the natural world, causes mental, physical, and spiritual distress and related health problems. Separating yourself from nature is the state of distress. How can you separate yourself from what houses you? Another scientist said, from a psychological perspective, the earth may not be your family, an organization, or institution, but it is your home. And as such, your relationship to it is paramount. Modern society can be said to suffer environment disconnect, a state in which people have distanced themselves so much from the natural environment that they cannot fathom the magnitude of their impact on it. Seaward 2012. So again, you can think, maybe depending on what type of person you are, you can think, when's the last time you've been out in nature? When's the last time you've been on a trail, just outside, just to be outside? You sat outside in the sun, you went out to the beach, you did something outdoorsy. If you're not that type of person, when's the last time you've done that? And many of us can say it's been a while, especially due to the pandemic. It's been a while. Many of us haven't, utilized the outside as a way to manage our stress, but it's time to get back to it. We can reset our attitude by taking daily breaks in nature. What can be more relaxing than God's handiwork, infused with divine grace and wisdom? Nature is the best stress reliever. All you have to do is go out in nature, look for grace, keep an eye out for little miracles, find the quiet. God, whatever you believe in, Allah, Jehovah, talks when we listen. But it's more like a whisper than a shout. So you can't be in modern society, hearing cars and people. Go out in nature where you just hear the natural sounds of your home, the environment, the rhythm of the environment that you spent so much time, your ancestors spent so much time in before, modern societies, and see how it calms you down and brings peace. So our takeaway today is to go out in nature every day. At some point, every day, go out in nature. Try to take a morning walk before you go out and start your day. If you have breaks, you should have some 15-minute breaks or a lunch. Go out and walk around outside. If you can exercise outside, try to go outside at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day. I say at least 15 minutes. walk around, sit outside, do something outside of nature. 15 minutes a day. It's great for stress relief. Know how your mood and your stress levels change when you incorporate going outside in nature every day into your daily routine. You start to feel more grounded and capable and in tune and in flow and tapped in. Mother Nature will begin to indulge you the secrets to a happy and fulfilled life. So it's so important that you go out and do that and share with me how it makes you feel. Do you go out in nature? How often do you go out in nature? Share with me in the chat. Do you think that nature is a good stress reliever? Have you tried it? Go outside and try it and share with me if it, changes your mood and your stress levels, if it helps you feel more centered and grounded. I hope this helps. It's around 12:15. I try to do 15 minutes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon. On Mondays, I give you a stress management technique, and today's was nature. Last week's was gratitude. And so join me on Mondays at noon for about 15 minutes so we could talk about stress management and a tool, tip, trick, or technique to help you manage your stress. On Wednesdays at noon, I do some breathing exercises to help center and ground you so you can go back to work. It's a great 15 minutes. On Fridays at noon, I do a little laughter yoga for Fun Funny Fridays. I do a little laughter yoga. And we play and laugh the stress away online for about 15 minutes. And I tell you the benefits of laughter yoga and how it's so beneficial. You could do it any place, anytime. If you want to learn more about how to relieve your stress, you can come to my fun shop, my stress management fun shop on August the 20th from 10 a.m. to 12. You can check out my Facebook or LinkedIn for more information. If you also want to play your stress away, you can join me for a free laughter yoga session on Sundays, every Sundays at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Shelley Lake Park. That's 1400 West Millbrook Park in Raleigh 27614. Check out my Facebook for where we meet in. So if you want more fun, you want to play the stress away, I just on Saturday had an Adults Gone Wild. It's a free way to kind of get together and socialize and play the stress away. You can join us for our last Grown Up Gone Wild for this summer. It's a water edition. It's on Saturday, August the 13th at Pullen Park from 9 to 11 a.m. It's free but valuable. You can visit my website for more information, or you can contact me at info@bessllc.com. Well, I hope that helps, Work Life Warriors. Please share with me if it do. And I just want to come up here and serve and help everyone reduce their stress, because this is a shared experience. So if you're stressed out, I'm stressed out, and if I found the way to, manage my stress while I'm out there chasing my goals and dreams, I want to share what I know so that I can, benefit the world and serve the world. So I hope this helps, and I will see you on Wednesday at noon for our wellness work break, which is breathing. Have a great day, Work Life Warriors. And remember, it's your responsibility to manage your stress. So play as hard as you work. And it is your responsibility to increase the quality of your life through reducing your stress and stressors and being mindful about the experience you want to have while living. So I hope this helps, Work Life Warriors. Have a great day.